Hey, Reduxes here. Today I want to go through the Series 4 update details, and then I'm going to rank the playoff cards in which order you should grab them. We'll go through that so you guys can decide which one of those free 95 overalls you want. Obviously, if you're running a theme team, your choices are down to 2 of them for that free one, then you can just get the one through either the market or other means. So, let's get to it. Series 4, basically, it's the same info as always. Series 3 trophies will convert for half value. If you have 100, you get 50 for the conversion. Series Redux players will release. So it is coming out the 15th, right? Where it says it right here. They're coming out Friday, January 15th. If anything changes, we'll let you know. Now, there is a couple things that I wanted to point out here. These are limited player items that were previously series, not limited. So there you go. Limited icon will be removed for the Redux. Existing limited player items Series 3 will remain unchanged, including their quick sell value. Only new non-limited versions of these players being introduced into packs as part of the Series 4 update will quick sell for coins. They are not limited in nature. They will not quick sell for coins, sorry. I'm going too fast. Team of the Week limiteds, Redux, Bosa, Roethlisberger, Gordon, Jones, Evans, Jenkins, and Parker. The guys that are coming out next week will not get Reduxed, because they're not on the list. Legends, you can go through the list here yourself. You can kind of look through. I'll put this link in the description so you can kind of go through them. Nothing too crazy. Looks like just basically all of them. Williams, Finley even got them. Strahan, Alexander still going for a bit. Limited editions. This program stopped, before the winter promo really kicked into gear. So this has been a while. This is a pretty long Redux list. Most feared cards are now getting Reduxed. Autumn Blast. Blitz cards are all getting Redux too. Murray, Buckner, Ingram, Chancellor on down the list. Not too many super expensive ones here. Zero Chill. Now, this is the most confusing part to me. I don't know why. Where is Bo Jackson? Right? Like, what's going on there? Why isn't Bo Jackson getting Reduxed? That doesn't make any sense to me. They should put him on the list. It makes very little sense. Let me open up a new tab, because that's a playoff tab. But, sort by price descending. I mean, we kind of look at these expensive cards. Bo Jackson, where'd he go? He's not getting Redux. Strahan is. Hines Ward is. Janoris. I also want to look at... I don't see Kamara. Is Kamara still in packs? He's not getting a Redux. I didn't have him on the list. So, it's interesting that some ghosts are just not getting Reduxed. I don't know why they missed some of them. Maybe they just overlooked them. But Hines is, but Bo's not. Is it because Bo doesn't have a limited because he came out of a present? Present cards are not limited by nature. What about DeCastro? Thank goodness I have a DeCastro on my team already. But I wanna kind of wonder, why isn't DeCastro getting Reduxed? Right here, why isn't this Zero Chill why isn't he on the list? I think they straight up just missed them. The present guys from Zero Chill. And then, I don't know, maybe Kamara still is in packs and I just don't know it. But weird a ton. I don't see Isaiah Simmons. Simmons not from a set, is he? So, yeah, I'm a little confused on the Zero Chill guys. Some of them should go up in price if they really don't get Reduxed. So, maybe EA will issue an errata later. I actually don't know how to say it. All right, let's go through the team builders. Or not the team builders, sorry, the NFL playoff players. Sort them 32-1. I don't think I'm going to take a long time on this. I think I'm going to go maybe make groupings. Look through some of their stats. We'll see it. So anyways, because some of them do kind of group together naturally. Basically, the bottom 4 are all going to be quarterbacks. Because, not that they're unusable, but they don't exactly get the powerful ability combinations. They don't have Aaron Rodgers' release, a.k.a., Brett Favre stole Rodgers' release because they put his, face and release on him. It's really weird, but, well, it's kind of face, not really. So these all are one stat away, one overall away from greatness. Each of them have a little bit of a different... I guess Trubisky's maybe a couple overall away. He needs to get a 97 for that gunslinger because he's a scrambling quarterback for some reason. Scrambling archetype. So that's why I'm kind of low on the quarterbacks, is because they don't really have gunslinger. I mean, you can still go set feet lead and Hot Rod Master on them, but it's not nearly as powerful as Gunslinger. I mean, it's pretty close, but it's not quite what we want. Number 25 is James Conner. He's a halfback with 92 speed, but we have a lot of better halfbacks than James Conner. Obviously, on the theme team, he'll go up to like 96, but it's okay, I guess. I think he's pretty solid. He doesn't have a really good archetype either, so yeah, James Conner is at 25 for me. All right, next up, number 24. This is where I'm going to go with the offensive lineman block. Offensive linemen don't really mean a whole lot in this game. There's not a whole lot that separates them. Obviously, if your theme team, it's great. You don't want to be trotting out golds. Golds, I mean, there's a difference there, and you will get shedded pretty easily, but top-end cards aren't that different than, like, mid-end cards for offensive line. You won't see a huge difference. My offensive linemen, even though they're the best in the game, still get shedded at the same rate as a lot of other linemen, it's disappointing, I will say. The next block comes into the interior defensive line. Also something that's frustratingly... Now, I'm rating this based off current gen. Next gen, I think I'm going to kind of play a little bit more to see how much this matters. Because I put Hicks number 1 because he's thick, right? If next gen has weight playing more in the D-line, O-line interactions, maybe Hicks is the move because he's over 350. He's a block-shedding beast. I can go show you his stats. If this does matter, right? If 96 block shed over 350 pounds... And he will be that, like, you know, anchor in the middle of stop halfback dive, or else, you know, it requires a double team, so it allows you to shoot the gap. That's great. This card is great. He's slow, but he really is like a, you know, a two-down guy, and then you sub him out for pass rushing situations. Even though, like, 94 power move might get a shed or two here or there. Like, if he can do that job well on next gen, then, you know, maybe he's more valuable than number 17, but I just haven't seen anything of it work out like that. Oh, there's the training spreadsheet. So, I don't know. I don't believe in interior defensive line because I see their predetermined animations too much this year. All right, these next two are very similar, and they're actually kind of rated higher than you'd think for linebackers. Why are Evans and Leonard rated so high? Because they're both, get this, run-stopping linebackers, which is the best archetype for linebackers to have. Run stopper, which means they get enforcer and deflator, a combined 3 AP, but still. Like 90 speed on them, 89 speed on the other one. Like, it's the same thing as like Jack Ham. I was very disappointed by Jack Ham. And these cards are basically the same thing at similar positions, linebacker. They won't jump, but I don't feel like I've tested it enough. Jack Ham was not a good user. But if the run game does take over, these things will be powerful weapons. It's just like everything below this, you don't really get too much of a matter anyway. So like that's why they're high. It's like they got a couple cool abilities, but I haven't really gotten the abilities to work a ton for me yet. But that doesn't mean they can't. It's just, all the other ones don't really matter below them too. So just because they can't jump, the other ones can't do a lot of other things in the game. Now, the next two, we're going to go right here. Let's do these two. Now, Honey Badger usually plays well, but he's short, and I've seen a lot more spec catching lately than Jalen Ramsey's just slow for his position. I don't know why they decided to do Jalen Ramsey so bad. Is it because the Derwin versus the World thing and they want to give people too powerful of cards because they get like one for free or something? But 92 speed's very disappointing on Jalen Ramsey. And then Honey Badger, the same thing, 92 speed, especially at 5'9". 5'9" is a major detriment, I believe, to the position, so you really have to make it up elsewhere. And he doesn't really do it, right? Even though his man coverage is nice, I think the speed's going to get him burned anyways, so it's not going to be that fun to really use him. Regardless, right here is probably a controversial pick. I'll take Matthew Judon right there for the high power move, or was it finesse? I don't remember. One of those two. High power move right there. And then 86 speed is also not bad for that position off the edge. So he's a very situational rusher, right? I kind of like situational rushers. I don't think he's going to really do anything, but I don't think anybody below him on the list is very anything special either. So I could totally see him being a bottom 5 card out of this drop, but I mean, there's very little separating any of them up until this point, and maybe even for a couple more cards. And I don't think I'd argue with you. For any card between like 9 and 29, I don't think there's a huge difference in separating like your impact on the field. They're all going to be basically okay out there. Alex Smith is here. He's this high because he does get Gunslinger at a field... He's one off of... he does get Gunslinger, but not Hot Route Master and Gunslinger, I believe was my thinking. Right? Because he gets one but not the other because he has to be 96 overall to get them both. I think that's right. That's why it went up, because he has Gunslinger. I think that was my thinking. But anyways, you can't get them both. If you could get them both, he'd be number 1 on the list. But you can only get one. There can only be one. Next up is Robert Woods. Like I said, up through 9, it's very close. Robert Woods, 93 speed. Good on a theme team, boosted up to 97 speed. He has the power, boosted up to 98 team, so phenomenal on a theme team, actually. But you really have to go full Rams theme team to make them and unlock that power. But I actually don't mind a 25 Rams theme team. You know, they got some pretty good pieces on the Rams now. Robert Woods is going to be another one for it. But yeah, you do need that 25 to make him anything special. 96 speed, I think, is just okay right now. Jordan Poyer. Now, above this is where we're starting to get to, like, we start to make a lot of music, right? I think the best cards are above this, obviously, and they start to make a lot of difference. Now, 93 speed, Bills theme team, obviously with the power-up's going to be great. Hit power, low, 6 foot, nothing is nothing special. It's cool. Man, zone coverage, so flexible safety with good speed on him, but you really will want that theme team boost to get him there. But once you do get him there, then he's phenomenal, right? That's kind of what this whole thing's about, right? Phenomenal on a theme team, a little bit worse on a non-theme team. Now we're going up into like rarefied territory. Like these are like great cards. And Poyer's kind of like edge of greatness, especially with the theme team boost. Winfield, 94 speed, but he's 5'9", right? You're like, well, wait, Poyer's 93 speed, 75 hit power. Winfield would be higher if he were taller, right? The fact that he's 5'9" with 94 speed, 95 hit power, that spot, doesn't really give me a whole lot of confidence that he's going to be able to land a hit stick effectively because he won't be enough weight. I think weight definitely factors into the hit stick this year. And Winfield, I mean, we see Deion Sanders out there hit sticking people, so what do I know, right? But yeah, Winfield's got nice stats, just not nice height. So if he had better height, he would be higher up. Sorry, this is the Tinder of YouTube because I'm a height queen too. Landon Collins at number 7. The only reason Landon Collins is here is because he's taller and heavier, right? Hit power, he's 1 speed slower, but that's why he's there. Otherwise, like Winfield's nice. Poyer's got a really good man. I don't know, man. They're all very close, but really kind of nice still. Collins, solid card. Williams, again, all these DBs are really nice. Williams, you can get him up to 99 speed on your theme team. Hit power is a little bit lower than the other guys, but I like the 6'1" frame on him. 195, so a little bit underweight. I want that a little bit higher on Williams, but hopefully you get no miracles against you when you got him out there. All right, number 5 is Steven Nelson. Number 4 is going to be his competition in Denzel Ward. So both of them cornerbacks, both of them hitting 94 speed. Ward's got better press and man coverage, and zone, really. Nelson's got better agility. So it's like, you know, they're both good, right? Like both 5'11", sorry. Ward does have the power up. So, wait, I guess I should shoot. Go like this so you guys can see the stats, right? There you go. There's not a whole lot separating these two. Ward's got a bigger name. Nelson's a Steeler, so he's automatically cooler. 94 speed with them, so they really boost up nice. Ward, obviously, with the power up, like I said, boost up a little higher. All right, number 3 will be John Brown. John Brown is really cool, and I want to show his competition here. So John Brown, 95 speed, no power up. But at least on this, you know, the Bills theme team, I think I got the biggest boost out of any theme team for the playoff promo. Their 2 cards are both major impacts on the field. He gets decent, he gets all the route running threshold, and he gets decent like break tackle, spin move, juke move. He hits all the thresholds. So after the catch, he's great too. Steve Smith obviously not out yet, but he'd be like the competition for this kind of style of player. But yeah, John Brown is essentially close to end game on that theme team. And then number 2 will be his biggest competition at wide receiver, DK Metcalf. His biggest issue is the agility. Change of direction numbers being so low. But he also gets break tackle, high carrying. He can't spin. Juke moves a little low, so he can't get those at tier A. But basically, he's like, you know, throw it up over somebody. He'll go get it. He's a big-bodied receiver, 6'3", 228. All the route running thresholds, high-end release. John Brown's release is 90, so it's pretty solid, but Overall, DK, if you play with him, you know how good he plays, especially when he came out, a few months ago. He was the best receiver in the game when he came out. So this one will probably up his power level to match with current players on defense. So I like him. Just, agility change direction is very rough. And then for the last number 1 player ever is Taiwan. Taiwan number 1. All right. And then there it is. The list. Let me know what you guys think of it. Like I said, there's a lot of players that are like, theme team players. Much better on a theme team, of course, to give you a boost. And then there's just some actual, good players out there that can go on basically any team. But yeah, once they're on theme teams, they're like god tier. So I like that they're going theme team style for these players because they definitely match up with the top end, players in the game. Not on theme teams, the Dion's, because a lot of guys are getting a 99 speed, like Ward. So Ward is essentially Dion. Maybe a little bit less agility, though, so not necessarily there, but pretty close to it. Otherwise, thumbs up, please. It helps. Thumbs down if you like the video. And I will see you maybe on stream today since my stream crashed. Hopefully my internet comes back. But until then.